Hello YouTube. It has been literal years since I've done one of these, but this is what happens when you're in lockdown and have excessive amounts of time on your hands. You bring back old pastimes, old things you used to do. I thought this would be a fun idea to do. Well, fun for me anyway, but gives me something to do, something to film and then edit. Okay. A few days ago I posted a whole bunch of those things on Instagram where it's like, guess my favorite thing, and then ABCD, and you guess. Literally out of boredom. And I actually got really good responses, so I thought, instead of just responding to them on Instagram with what the answer was, a lot of them have fun stories or reasoning behind them. So I thought I would make an actual YouTube video as something fun to do to explain the answers. Anyway, so the first question was, okay, I wrote favorite season and never clued in that you guys didn't necessarily realize you were guessing mine until someone pointed it out to me, that they were like, you have to be more specific. Are we guessing yours or telling us ours? And I was like, oops, that's super true. And then I was gonna correct it, but I realized I can't insert that slide somewhere. I wouldn't be able to put it in until the end, which by then you'd probably be through all of my stories. So I was like, it's no point because you're not gonna realize it till the end of my stories. You see what I'm saying? So, oops, but okay, so one person said winter, one person said spring, 11 people said summer, and 10 people said the fall. So if you were guessing mine, if you were just telling me yours, that's great. But if you were guessing mine, my favorite season is the fall. I feel like that's a lot of people's favorite actually. I love the colors. A lot of people find fall colors depressing because colors are falling off the tree and then trees are dead. Well, it looks dead. The leaves are dead. Oh boy. But I love the colors. I love hiking and doing outdoorsy things, which fall is kind of the perfect season for. Most of my favorite clothes are for the fall, so I just feel so fashionable. It's my birthday, and it's that time of year when we're kind of approaching the holidays. I mean, there's Thanksgiving, but we're starting to approach Christmas and the New Year, so everyone's sort of starting to get into that mindset of feeling nice and getting all festive and everything. So, and there's also a lot of crafting to do in the fall, and if you know me, you know I love to craft. So, fall is that answer. Why? Oh, that's stupid. Okay, so I took a screenshot, and then you know how when it's I won't expose this person. You know how it's that? I was trying to click the next black slide to go forward on my story, and I'm like, why isn't it going? It's a screenshot, you doink. Okay. A style of dance I wish I practiced more, and I even wrote, the hint here is more. So their options were acro, tap, and point. I did take at least a year in all of them. Acro, I have really low blood pressure. So, I always get told I have to eat more salt. And even if I'm just, walking around cleaning my house and bending down to pick things up off the ground, at the end of, half an hour, I am so dizzy. It's bad. So, for acro, I just found being upside down so much was just, I've always left class feeling dizzy and nauseous, and it just wasn't a fun experience for me. Because the 1 year that I took it, I was older. I was in my teen years. The studio was doing, you had to be trained broadly, which to be competitive. So I had to take the acro to be in the competitive. And yes, it's great for flexibility, and I agree with that, but I remember getting in the car one time and complaining to my mom about it, and she was like, I'm not pulling you out. If you want to be competitive, you have to follow the rules. You just suck it up and deal with the dizziness. And I was not expecting that out of her. I expected her to be oh, it's okay, not really, that's hard, or expect her to pull me out or something. No, I got the opposite reaction. Anyway, so acro is not my thing. It's just not worth the dizziness for me. The point I also did take. No, I feel just as beautiful and just as graceful in a flat ballet shoes. Tap is the answer. Drum roll for tap. I really wish I took a lot more tap. I love watching tap. The musicality in it. Finding a dance studio that broadly trains their dancers is few and far between now. A lot of studios focus on acro, contemporary, the jazz. Fewer and fewer studios now are competing in ballet, and tap is unfortunately becoming a lost art. One of those styles that just isn't practiced as much in studios, which kind of sucks. Kind of a lost art, so I wish I did take more tap. And from a dance teaching perspective, a dancer that trains broadly in all of the styles is much more of a stronger dancer. Tap has so much musicality in it, and I often wonder if people seem to be lacking musicality because they're not training in tap and getting that musicality, if that makes sense. My favorite clothing item, and then my side note was there are some very close seconds. So the options were leggings, a crew neck, a jean jacket, and it's all in the shoes. Okay, so I really like my jean jacket. That's one of my close seconds, but you can only wear it in like the spring or the fall. So I have found a recent love for a crew neck. I do agree that your shoes can complete your outfit. Sometimes it is all in the shoe. But my favorite is leggings. Leggings because they're so comfy. They're just so easy to throw on. They're stretchy. They go with anything. They're all time of the year. They're just, so easy. I love them. They're comfortable. A dance move I want to learn, and then my side note was, all of them, but especially, so the options were ballroom, aerial, and partner lifts. I would love to learn all of these, hands down. Partner lifts, I'm always down for. Ballroom, that was actually my goal of 2020. Didn't have it. I would love to learn more ballroom. It's kind of like the up and coming in the dance world right now. It's like the hot new style. But one dance move I really want to learn, and I'm gonna somehow make out a plan to make sure I do this one, is an aerial. It's like constantly in my head when I'm choreographing. I love the look of them. I would just love to be able to do one, and I think I could. I don't think I'm too old. I'm not too broken yet. My favorite meal. All great go-tos. Also a terrible question when my stomach is growling. And the options are A, a wrap, B, nachos, C, a salad, and D, a sandwich. Yes, those are all great options. Everyone voted that I would like nachos the best, and I know where you got that from my bestie's video thingy. Also, I feel like my favorite go-to for like a treat meal is nachos. I love wraps. Sandwiches, I crave them all the time, but my number one thing go-to is a salad. I look for it on every menu. Just so good. I love a good salad. It can be so healthy. It's just, salad. Salata. My fave dessert, and the options are brownie, cookies, ice cream, and ew dessert. I want to know who put ew dessert. Everyone voted ice cream, and that is the correct answer. Brownies are wonderful, cookies are wonderful, but ice cream I will like never say no to. It is, I don't even care what kind of ice cream. I just love all the ice creams. I eat it all winter. So good. But okay, I was actually explaining this to someone recently. I don't crave tastes. I crave textures. So I know some people are like, I'm craving something sweet or something salty. I crave like something crunchy or something chewy or things like that. So if I'm ever like craving something crunchy, most people would think, well, eat chips. I'm like, I'll eat carrots. Even crunchier. Kills my craving. Super weird. I know. So I think it's like the creaminess of ice cream that I like. And I also love smoothies. Like, a smoothie to me is like eating a bowl of ice cream. So I think it's the texture. Next one, which do I want to walk down the aisle with? Lilies, bouquet of red roses or carnations. Here's the thing. I'm not a flower person. Like, I actually had to Google what kind of flowers people walk down the aisles with. Some I think are prettier than others, but I'm not like, oh, that's my favorite or anything like that. And then I saw on someone's Instagram, they walked down the aisle as a bride, a bouquet of just red roses, and it was the most beautiful, most romantic thing I don't think I've ever seen. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's what I'm doing. 100%. I'm following that. So beautiful. Like, okay, it's probably going to be costly, but like, it's your wedding. And it's going to look gorgeous in pictures. Okay, red roses. Anyway, favorite color. Purple, aqua blue, navy blue. I don't discriminate. Now this one's interesting actually, because one time at work, the receptionist was doing questions with one of my classes of students, like the little guys, and she was asking what their favorite colors were. And when I walked into the room, they were like, Miss Natalie, what's your favorite color? And I think at the time I said purple or mint green, which purple's an option, but mint green's not an option. And that was my mistake. I should have made mint green an option. Now here's the thing. Purple's a wonderful color. Mint green's a wonderful color. But so is blue, so is pink. All colors are beautiful. Honestly, I wouldn't want my entire world to be just purple and mint green. Like, that would get boring real quick. So the answer is, I don't discriminate. At least not with colors. All colors are beautiful. I own a lot of gray too. Also, can we notice, well, first of all, I have 2 socks on. My feet were cold. The gray, the pink, the pink. Do you see how my socks just like perfectly? Also, if you're watching this, thanks Chelsea. Oh, and thanks because I did my makeup with the brushes you gave me. Got very off topic. My background, I am a solid mixture though, was my side note. And that's actually really true. I have so much different mixed European and native Canadian blood in me. I am very much Slovenian. A large chunk of my blood, a good portion of my blood is Slovenian, or background I should say. Most people did Slovenian, which I think most people know, and 4 people did Russian. Now here's the interesting part. This is where it gets interesting. So I worked on a cruise ship, 2 different cruise ships. I actually don't even know if I have Russian blood. I have German blood in me, which was why I chose that as another option, but I'm mostly Slovenian. Anyway, I just thought the Russian part was interesting, and then it's interesting that a lot of people on here chose Russian as an answer, but if you know my wacky last name, I'm Slovenian, former Czechoslovakian.